Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Simply Crystal. I am back. I have a new look, new hair, and I'm introducing you guys to my forehead. Yes, she's been hidden, she's been gone, but she's back for another jump off. So I wanted to come on today because I know a lot of you are going back to work. We're coming down from this pandemic, or are we? We are rocking our braids for the summer, and a lot of us don't know how to style ourselves during work. I wanted to show you all how to slay a work appropriate look, especially when you have braids like I do. So I'm coming on today to give you this work friendly look that you can rock with your braids. And if you want to get this look, then stick around and keep watching the rest of this video. So I'm starting out with the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer, and I'm just going to place it all over my face. I then like to go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer and place it right in the cheek area. This is the area where I have all of my pores, and I find that by adding an extra layer of primer and patting that into my cheeks, it leaves me with a smooth porcelain finish. I'm now going into the P. Louise base in the color Rumor 05, and I'm placing that all over my eyelids. Now there's really no need for an explanation. You already know what it was. We're gonna let it do what it does. I'm using the Jackie Aina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've had this palette for so long, and I'm finally getting to break into this on my channel, and I love it. So just to catch us up, the first color that I used was Ginger. I used that color as a base color. Then I went in with the color Edges to kind of deepen that crease color, give it a little bit more dimension. And lastly, I'm using the color Credit in my outer corner of my eyelids, and I'm sweeping the remainder of the product to the center of my eye, creating a bit of dimension just to furthermore contour the crease of my eye. So I wanted to mention that the key to this look is blending the hell out of your eyeshadow. You just want to remember to keep it professional, and part of keeping it professional is making sure that everything is blended out and you're not going into the office like a clown. So while we're using several different colors, we just want to make sure we keep everything simple and blended out and soft. Now I'm going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and I'm dipping into the color Tempera, and I'm placing that all over my eyelid. Now I got a little sloppy, which is okay because I'm going to show you how to fix this problem. The brush that I used was actually a lot bigger than what I expected it to be, so it wasn't able to give me that precision that I was looking for. But the way that I was able to fix this is I dipped into the color Orange Soda. I used that in my crease area to make that white color less harsh, and then I dipped back into the color Good Credit and I cleaned up the outer area. Now I'm going into Jackie Aina's Born This Way foundation, and I'm dipping in the color Chai, using that in the center of my cheeks and Spice Rum around the outer area of my face, and I am blending those all together. So I didn't mention this in the last clip, but if you're interested in doing a wing liner, the key to a work-friendly liner is a thin and delicate line. And this is another time where you want to take your time and blend all of your foundation in. You want it to melt into your skin, and you don't want it to look like it's sitting on top of your skin or that you didn't blend it out. You just want to make sure your foundation looks as natural as possible. Now this next step is a step that you can kind of cut down or you can skip, but I really don't recommend skipping it because concealer gives you that 3D look, and without the concealer you're going to have a really flat two-dimensional face, almost like a pancake face, and we really don't want that. Remember, we got to look good and dress for success. But I did mention that you can change this step around because I actually use 3 different types of concealers, and in your everyday real life you really don't want to use more than one concealer, and you really don't want that concealer to be more than 1 to 2 shades lighter than your regular foundation color. Anything lighter than 2 shades is going to be extremely dramatic, and you don't want that going into work. Just so we don't forget, the 3 concealers that I used were Cappuccino, Mahogany, and Warm Honey. The Cappuccino is the closest to my color, so if I wasn't in front of the camera and I was just using one concealer, the concealer that I would use is Cappuccino. I absolutely love this concealer, and I also use that concealer for color correcting. Oh, and also too, I keep forgetting a lot of things, but the concealers that I'm using are from NYX, the Can't Stop Won't Stop line. Blending is key. Now I'm using my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Contour Concealer in the color Deep Cool. I really love this concealer because it's not too warm and it's not too dark. It's about 2 to 3 shades darker than I am, but it is like the perfect color. It'll just blend into my skin and it's great for a work look. Now I'm going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the color Warm Peach, pushing that into my skin and carving out my face. Now I'm dipping into my Becca Multitasking Pressed Powder in the color Deep 3, and I'm placing that on the outer areas of my face. And then I'm going into my Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the color Ipanema Sun. I'm going to use that as a transition color between my contour powder and my concealer powder. 2 things: use a fluffy brush if you're applying bronzer so you don't get harsh lines. And secondly, apply powder if you want your makeup to last longer. When you're applying mascara, make sure you don't forget the bottom lashes. The bottom lashes just helps to awaken your eyes and make them look brighter and prettier. Don't forget the bottom. So now I'm using the Nourish blush in the color Taj Mahal to add to my cheeks. This color is very similar to my skin tone. A great work appropriate blush is a blush that's close enough to your skin tone and not something that's bright and loud. Opt for a blush that has a little bit of shimmer in, as it works as a highlighter and blush all in one. And for the lips, I generally like to go with a nude lip, almost like a nude ombre lip. So the colors that I'm using to get my lip today is Makeup Shayla's BFF number 3 and number 4, as well as Knock on Wood by Dose of Colors. I also use this orange color from Makeup Geek to put in the center of my lips to give it a little bit of warmth, and then I finish my lips off with the cream color Pat McGrath lip gloss. Has a little bit of shimmer in there as well. Woo, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to press the thumbs up button. If you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, take a moment to press that subscribe button. And if you'd like to connect outside of YouTube, here are all of my socials. Something really quickly I wanted to bring up to you all, and I didn't want to do this during the introduction because I feel like I'm always coming back on because I'm always taking these breaks in between making these videos. But anyway, I've been making masks, and for the most part, I have been away because I've been making a lot of masks and donating them, and getting these masks shipped out to all of you as quickly as possible so that you can protect yourself during the Rona. I wanted to give you all a little bit of information on something that I'm doing right now. There's been a lot of protests in regards to Black Lives Matter and just the unequal treatment of Black folks when they are in the custody of police officers, so much so that a lot of them are being murdered at the hands of police on camera, and these police officers are gonna go unprosecuted and let back out on the streets. So because I'm unable to fight on the front lines, I wanted to make sure that I was able to do something that's for the cause. I wanted to be able to contribute in my own way and give back to the cause. So I've decided to create these Black Lives Matter masks. I actually have 3 available for sale on my website called Build Your Own Mask, which is a platform where you can design and build your own mask. Each mask is $20 and you can purchase all 3 for $55, and all of the proceeds will be donated to bail out the protesters that have have been wrongfully arrested during this protest. If you all are interested in being a part of this movement and donating, I will leave some information down below on some organizations that you can donate to, or if you like, you can simply purchase a mask off of my website. Then you can visit www.buildyourownmask.com to purchase a mask. I want to thank you all again for joining me today. I wish you all nothing but peace, love, fashion, beauty, and wine. Please stay safe out in the streets. I'll see you all next time. Bye.